Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jerry, and today we have another episode 6 of Paul Enos, Road to Glory with the Northern Illinois Huskies. If you watched the last video, you saw that we had some good gameplay for once. We were scoring touchdowns, we were driving down the field, we weren't throwing interceptions, more importantly, but things are looking up. We just need to get our best receiver on the field, Jalen Johnson. Although a low overall, he has the height, weight, and speed that is needed in this game to get around. So this week, obviously, we had a bye week when we left off. So we're moving on to the next week, and we're going to get to see who we play, and hopefully we have an opportunity to beat. Paul Enos gets nothing there. We're all set. I think we're set for a good week of football. Karen, you have one of your big first tests of the year in your government lecture. Our office is open. Are you going to come in to study? Are you going to come in to study? So, I don't mind. I'm going to study moderately because I'm pretty high up there. Like, I'm pretty high up there as far as the GPA goes. I think we're well into the basic category, and we've just got a screen with nothing. So whatever this means. Okay. I thought I fixed the controller disconnecting. Doesn't seem to be the case. I have unused energy tokens and have not completed. Are you sure you wish to? I mean, I don't know. I have nothing to do here. What do you want me to, what do I do on the screen? I quite literally, okay. Back to the main menu. We load back in and I have no idea what that was. I have no idea. It didn't give me an option to do anything. We did use the energy for the studying. I guess I can look at my weekly agenda and see. We still have a 3.0 GPA. We're in the basic category. I'm going to say we're fine there. We're going to do our practice first because that might use some energy. But I'll do the practice and get everything so we can get into the game against Mississippi State. Just finished practice and realized it didn't affect my health. I'm not sure if maybe I've just been imagining that it does every time and that's why I've been doing it first, but I will continue to do that first. I'll have you here for the weekly agenda. We're going to see what we do. I think it's valuable to see how I choose what I want. I think basic is fine. I think this is a good opportunity. It just doesn't let me do that, right? Okay, you just can't do that anymore. We do have injury, so we want to make sure. So I noticed the local hero only goes up by 1 point if you add to it. So I'm not going to do any of that. It seems like you gain more from experiencing sponsorships and NIL deals. So we're going to stick to that. I will make myself, I'm in the high category here. I'm going to make myself a little bit smarter, and then I'll put the rest here so we can be healthy for the game. Using the rest of our energy against Mississippi State, who they are 2-1. I think this could be a game if our defense can play well and I'm able to not turn the ball over. I think we can win this game. We're away again. We're away first 3 games of the season. Not an easy start for the NIU Huskies this year, but we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully we can have a good game, a turnover-free game, ideally, from Paul Enos. So far, a fairly good start to the year. We just want to get Jalen Johnson on the field. That's my most important. I don't know if there's a coach trust, if there's a thing in there where we can just keep building our coach trust so we can have an effect on the depth chart. Even if it was one move, if I can make one move, I would just move Jalen Johnson to starter. Just move him to the top of the depth chart and make sure he's on the field. Every opportunity we get, you don't get too many 6'3", 96 speed players on the field. So let's get into this. Mississippi State is going to drive down the field and probably miss a field goal there. We get to start off with a lead option. Still got to figure out how to change the camera there. We've got to read over there. I've got to remember you hold A if you want to keep it. And I don't know if I should have. I couldn't really tell what the edge did there, if I'm going to be honest. He does get positive yards, so we'll take that. I do have +5 stiff arm for these games, so I need to keep that in mind if I'm running the ball. We have no blocking. We have 2 offensive linemen that didn't block anybody on that play, resulting in a 3rd and long, as we've commonly had. We also have Jalen Johnson on the field right now. I do like a potential opening for that in route right there. Get it in the window. We throw an interception. Okay, well, I jinxed. I was like, I think we can have a good game if we don't throw interceptions. We immediately throw it to the other team. Okay, they only get 3 off of it, considering they started the drive on the 3-yard line. And then Jalen Johnson comes off the field. So we've got cover 3 here. Don't really like what I'm seeing. We do have a running lane, though. We're going to juke, and we're going to get 8 yards. Decent run. Decent run. We're going to do our usual thing here. I'm going to try to watch that safety. Because I think... No, we're not going to get it. We're going to have to run the ball again. Look at this. We got a big lane here. We're going to get a lot of wear and tear if we keep running like that. Is he injured? Oh, no. He's just slow to get up, and the air picks him up on that play. Beautiful job. You know, if that's what we've got to do to have success out here, I'm here for it. We're going to see if that... Oh, boy. We're going to throw it away. Oh, I did have Jordan Lynch on the side there. The thing is he's just getting back to the line. All that is a completion. I guess you should give him that opportunity. We'll see on this play that he's not going to take advantage of it. I predict the future. What can I say? And we're doing the same. The coach said, hey, this play worked last time we called it. We called it on 3rd down and 10. Let's call the same play again. They're not going to expect it. And we're throwing it, but we're not going to get anywhere with it because we had 1.5 seconds to throw. They say in college that you have a longer time to throw, so that can be difficult transferring over into the NFL. Not the case, I don't think, for NIU. We don't have any time to throw anyway. And the offensive line is actually supposed to be the best part of our team. We have a left tackle and a guard that are over 80 overall, but apparently that's I think it's a left guard too. That didn't show any of that. Our left tackle's our highest overall at 84. So I don't know. You tell me. We're just gonna pass lead in, try to get a quick completion. Now we've got a play action with a bunch of long developing routes. We've got... this just isn't going to work. We got 2 blitzers. Throw it away. And I'm going to get... So I would like you guys to tell me in the comments right now, what do I do on that play? What do I do? So we have a play action, so it's automatically going to take a long time. They send 2 blitzers. I have 8 yards. I have 8 passing yards. I don't even feel like... All right. So we have the same play action play, and then we have a curl, just curl. I'm going to be honest, curl routes don't work for me in this game. They just don't work for me. Especially because we're going to have 2 people guarding each of them. We're going to get back to the line. We're going to get a yard. We have a QB draw, which seems to be what all the plays have been anyway recently. They've got 4 down linemen. I don't see a hole, but I'm going to try to get a yard. I don't. We have a gun option. Again, so we have 2 really long developing routes. We have Lewis coming across. We have Thomas as a quick out. I don't like really any of the plays here. We're going to try to get it in that window, and we are. We're going to get a first down. Good play. Good play. We like that. Back to the run game. Over-under is 1/2 yard on this play. I'm going to take the under on that. Yeah, we were doing bets. I should have done a bet. We're gonna do a spread now. I apologize that I've missed out on that. We have a play action play we're gonna skip. Sure. Anything's better than play action. We're gonna do spreads. We're gonna do the spread right now. We're gonna go. Illinois is plus 3.5 right now. Do you want to bet plus 3.5 or minus 3.5 for Mississippi State? They're 2-1. We're 0-2. Let's see what we got on this play here. We're just gonna go to the slant or the drag, and it's incomplete. We have a split screen. Matt Nagy has taken over in the coaching department, in the play calling department for the offense. We're gonna call a screen, and we're not gonna get anything because none of the offensive linemen get out there. So what all the offensive linemen do on my screen pass is, just so you're aware, if you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, all the offensive linemen, instead of running to the left with the linebacker, they actually just run forward, and then the running back runs to the left, and then he just gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and we have 26 total passing yards. with a 42% completion percentage that I don't think is entirely my fault. I also have an interception that is entirely my fault. Now we're backed up inside our own 10-yard line here. We want to get it to the running back. I'm trying to force it. I got to throw it. And we get safety. We get a safety. It's not for the Huskies. It's for Mississippi State. So now we have a score of 5-0. This isn't a baseball game. This is a football game. How much does my coach trust? My coach trust goes up 20% or 20 points. They're like, yes, that was a brilliant idea. Great job taking that. That was a sack. Could have thrown it away. Could have given him an interception. Would have turned into a touchdown. Instead, they get a touchdown on the drive following, and we get a halfback angle play here. We don't have Jalen Johnson on the field either. I'd really like to throw that, and I'd like him. So I tried to lead the pass to the left. We got a screen pass that's going to go over-under on the screen pass is -1 yard. Let's see over-under on the screen pass. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, we get a first down. Wow, that wasn't even in the cards. Okay. He just threw the worst pass of a lifetime. That's a pitch and catch. That's a backyard football pass. That's all that needed to be. And we didn't have it. We're going to have to see what we can get here. I'm going to just try to get it to somebody. Yeah, 4-yard gain. I'm getting those scared chills that some quarterbacks get when they don't trust their offensive line. And I should have called the play. I'm sitting here talking to the camera, and I needed to say hike so we can potentially beat Mississippi State. We have averaged 2.8 yards per play, 17 total rushing yards, 41 passing yards, 420 possession. Shout out to all my potheads out there. We have a read option. You hold A to keep it with the quarterback. We're going to hold A. Why did the camera stay in the middle? Not that it would have been any better, but lost big yards. It said, I just got -30 for lost big yards, is what that said. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm getting tackled as I catch it. We have a 3rd and 13 screen pass. Over under, we're going to do -1.5 yards on this one. This should be an easy over. And it's, well, I just threw an incomplete pass, so sucks to suck, people. We'll do on any screen pass, we'll do a half yard. All right, we've got a slip screen. So the line is a half yard. Over or under, pick it. Looks like we're going to go over, and we are. We're going to get a first down and more. Needs to be a touchdown on this drive. This is a play where I wish we would have the option to audible. It looks like we're going to be okay. But if there's an edge rusher sitting outside of that right tackle, it's tackled every time. Now he's going to be able to cut it upfield. He's going to get a first down and more. He's down the sideline, and he gets tackled. After a nice big gain, 5 first downs on the day is not a great stat to see. We have a lead read option. We've averaged half a yard on this. We have to read what's going on. We're going to hand it off, and he's going to fumble. And they pick it up. Okay. All right, so this is the exact scenario that I was talking about, where we have the edge rusher is really far outside on the jet touch pass. So let me give you my prediction. I'm a genie. Just came out of the bottle. Unfortunately, I didn't come out of the bottle. I got to snap the ball, though. Oh, he gets the block, and we're able to get positive yards on this play. What I was going to predict is we're just going to get stuffed at the line because of how far the defensive end was on the outside. Almost missed out on the snap, though, so I didn't want to do that. We've got 14 rushing yards still, 83 passing yards. 3.5 yards per play. We do move up. Only 1 third down conversion because most of them are 3rd and long. And we get slants. You guys know what happens on slant routes. I hit this button, and then all the timer and everything goes away. Brilliant feature that they have. We're just going to throw a quick, easy... It's incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win.
We got a window slide. I tried to slide and he gets blown up. Long rush for getting a, what is that, a 11-yard rush?
They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
We're going to feed it into that window. He's going to hang on to it this time. Slant routes are putting a big beating on my wide receivers. I would advise coach to lay off on calling those slant routes. We got to pay attention to this corner safety combo. We're going to pass lead down. He's going to hang on to it. This is a drive. So for people watching, this is what a drive is supposed to look like. We don't like the RPOs. 1st and 10. I'm going to throw. We're going to throw a Y corner. We got a couple routes that I like. I like Lewis there. We got a big window over there. Cut it up. Let's get a 2nd and 1. 2nd and inches. A little generous. We have drag verticals, which is an interesting play to call on the 10-yard line. We don't have any HUD here. This is just, look at this. There's all screen. Brilliant. We're just going to get a short, I couldn't, so I think if you hit RT, so that'll stay on the screen, but if I hit RT, it goes away. I wonder, it doesn't have to do with their stadium. It's just the shit I get to deal with.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Wide open there. He's going to get leveled, but we do get down to the 2. We have a counter play. Now, a counter play normally takes a little bit longer. So I'm going to put the yardage, I think, -1.5 on this play. And we get to 4. So, you lost. And now we have all deep routes. This is such a brilliant play call. We're going to change all the routes here. We're going to do a drag there. We're going to do a slant over there. And we're going to do, I think that's B. We're going to do a in route. And I think this looks a lot better. We can't see our time. We're going to get it to RB. Oh my God. I just got hit right as I threw it, and they want us to go for it. I appreciate that. We should go for it. I got to change all the routes again. We're going to change him to a slant. We're going to change him to a drag. We're going to change B to, didn't want to do a corner route. We're going to change B to a speed out. Did he get in? It was incomplete. No. Well, I said in previous videos, overly it was going to be a grind. We had 30 carries for 100 yards. So we had 3.3 yards a carry and a touchdown. He's the player of the game. Been a rough going past couple weeks. Who's going to change the... I'll take the blame. I mean, this is my fault, I think. So, like, if I was to honestly answer, I would blame the wide receiver core. My brand, yeah, I mean, my brand's going to take a hit. We were at 489. Let's see what we're at now. We're at 489. So I don't know what took a hit in my brand, because that's where we were. So didn't take a hit. I think that was the right choice. We end up 0-3. We didn't really have a great schedule. We play all away games, and we also played against pretty good teams. Not that Mississippi State's a great team, but let's get like an FCS or like a shittier team. I did pretty well. Keep it up. Midterm on week 8, we get a GPA bump. And that was only for having basic knowledge. We have San Diego State. This is a good opportunity. This is a get-right game. We've got a practice and a weekly agenda to do. We're not going to upgrade the player until we can upgrade the power department. That's 9 skill points, so I'm not going to be doing anything until that point. We're going to do the practice. We'll do the weekly agenda, and then we will get into the game shortly. I will cut to if there is anything of value. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We finished practice. We're going into the coaching. We want to make sure we have energy to keep our injury good. We're going to do 1 there. -3 to speed doesn't seem good. We have 2 left. Leadership, we want to keep it high, and this we want to keep maxed. We're going to do that. I'm happy with that. We're at a 3.2 GPA. Yeah, we're good here. And I did some research. Justin Lynch is younger brother of Jordan Lynch. If you followed NIU Huskies football. Jordan Lynch is probably one of the best quarterbacks they've ever had, next to Chandler Harnish. Two of really the only guys that ever really got a chance in the NFL. Obviously, we had Rocky Lombardi, who is sporting the haircut that Joe Burrow copied at the moment. So if you've seen Joe Burrow, he dyed his hair blonde. Everybody says he looks like Eminem. Rocky Lombardi has had blonde hair for years. And I'm saying is seemingly the reason that he has it. Rocky Lombardi is currently the third string quarterback for the Bengals. But he was a Husky as well. But Jordan Lynch, younger brother Justin Lynch, is on the Huskies now. We're going up against the San Diego Aztecs. Our best opportunity for a win. We need to get Jalen Johnson in the game. Jalen Johnson in the game. I could just put him on a streak route every time, and he would be bound to get open, and we could just throw it up, and it would be a touchdown. I just want to have that opportunity. We do have our first home game. Unfortunately, it's our fourth game of the year. We still don't have any fans, which I don't expect. We're 0-3. Why would fans come to the game? We've got about as many band members as fans. But let's get into the game here. All right, this one, San Diego State is the most winnable game. They're 1-2. We're 0-3. We're getting a pass play on first down. We got to change the camera. See what we can do here.
Looking to go up top on first down.
Applegate cuts it upfield, and we get a nice first down. Get a nice play. We got an RPO read bubble. Really not great at these, if I'm being honest. I see the blockers over there. We're going to take it. He's going to get 2 yards. Honestly, with the run plays, we haven't gotten much. I like a 2nd and 8 slip screen, though, with Justin Lynch. Again, younger brother of Jordan Lynch. Some alum in the crowd for this game. Unfortunately, not able to do anything. We actually lose a yard there. So then we have one of these long developing plays that ultimately is not going to give us enough time to throw the ball. We're going to see if he can cut it upfield and get a first, and he can. We're going to have to see what happens here. We got a run play. Run play should be able to get some yards. We got a little lag here. He cuts it upfield. The best run play of the game is on a huge... And we get 3 block attempts. I have no idea what happened. It did lag for me. That's not just your video doing that. That was for me. Don't know where that came from. Got wired connection, gigabit internet here. So Justin Lynch is going to try. He's going to get a yard. For storyline purposes, I'd honestly like it if he just got more opportunities. But I can't guarantee that's going to happen. We got just right into the backfield. We had open receivers we could throw to. It did take me a little longer to process the field. Wasn't able to process the field in ample amount of time. Try to get the ball out earlier to get some yards, and we don't. We're going to run hurry up. No, we're not. I was going to try to go for it here. Unfortunately, that drive is going to end in only 29 yards. And our defense is not able to hold San Diego State. So we're going to have to do an RPO play here. I don't really like what I was seeing. I like that. We get 3 yards. Get another read option. And we're reading the guy on the outside there. I really don't love that. I'm going to hang on to it. I shouldn't have. I don't like how the camera stays the same. Should have handed it off, but the camera just stays in the middle. So we're going to see if we can get this here. Wide open. I mean, he's got to hang on to that, right? He does. He got blasted. I tried to throw it as soon as I could. I just wanted to make sure he was going to be open. Got a nice window here. This should be a good play for the running back. And it is. We're going to get 5 yards. Unfortunately, that is a good play for the running back. Against a team like San Diego State, I think I need to remember to utilize that more. Stuff like me running the ball, running me myself, as well as the run plays are going to be a little bit more beneficial. We're not going against one of the best teams in the nation. We're going against San Diego State. This is another play where I see a decent opening. As long as he can get through, we're going to get 3 yards, 2 yards. We got an RPO. I really don't want to run an RPO. I like the jet touch pass with this team, but I think it's too risky, so I'm going to go with this pass play, and we're going to throw in a drag route just because you know how I am. I'm going to look for the tight end in the seam. If I don't see him, we're just going to go with the easy. I really don't like that route at all, so I'm just going to hand it off.
Here's the handoff.
And it's going to be the right decision. We're going to get, he breaks the tackle. Nice little 15-yard gain. Y corner is our next play. I think if that corner on the outside comes down, this is cover 3, so he's not. We're just going to have to see what happens on this play. And I want to run. We're going to cut it. Oh, I tried to cut inside. We're going to get 5 yards there. I don't like RPOs at all. And we don't have too many great options. I like a run on this situation, though. They're kind of stacking the box, 6 in the box. We are running to the opposite side. And he just does not make a good cut at all. And now we're stuck with a 3rd and 4. Now we're going to send everybody down the field. I wouldn't mind this if we had Jalen Johnson on the field. But I'm going to throw a drag route in there. Sorry, we just don't need that many yards. And he is going to hang on to it for a first down. See, we don't need to throw that ball that far on 3rd and 4. It's not necessary.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Get a block. We're going to get nice gain there. I got to start using these play changes more. If I don't like the play, like I have 18 of them. So I really should be doing that. I'm going to keep that in mind. I know nobody's commented that, and they should have. But we're going to get a first down here because of my play change. So I need to keep that in mind. Don't mind a slot drive here. I'll take that. We have Jalen Johnson on the field, so I'm just going to throw it to him. I just need him to get on the field. So anytime he's on the field, I'm going to throw it to him at this point. Just being honest. We have a nice route here from the running back, and he's going to do an air truck for a first down. We're driving down the field. This is what a drive is supposed to look like. We need to get in before half. We've got Justin Lynch on the field for this screen. He's going to lose. So what happened on that play was I hit Y, but his icon went away because he ran into the lineman. And then it just turns out to be a sack for me. Would love to get a first down here, not expecting it. I see press coverage on the outside. I'm going to give my receiver an opportunity to beat that. And he's not going to, so we're going to just try to get it out, and we're going to throw an interception to the defensive lineman, who is going to take it all the way for a touchdown. So, like, with how quickly I got sacked there, or I didn't, it wasn't a sack, it was a pick 6. What did you want me to do? We don't have time. Linebacker on the receiver, that's going to be yards. Can we call a timeout? I can. I'd like to at least get a field goal. We're on the 48, and I don't think a screen pass is going to do it. Likely going to be calling a timeout here. There it is, timeout. We have 6 seconds. We do have one more timeout. And they want, so like if I were to change the play, they're just going to give me all Hail Marys. I'm going to bank on the linebacker being a spy, and I'm going to try to get it to, and I do. We're going to get yards, and he breaks the tackle. Unfortunately, oh, okay. I called the timeout. We can't make a field goal from here. Really just gets us a little bit closer for our end zone shot. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking we were going to make a 44-yarder. But I like the window there. He just swats it away. And they're going to get a field goal. We're just going to call the play action pass because we know it's going to not work. So we might as well just call it anyway. And we're just going to get sacked immediately. I was hoping to treat that like a rollout. And then, so their edge rusher that's really good is on that side. So this is just going to get stuffed in the backfield. He cuts it up. And he's going to get some positive yards. This is a miracle. 3rd and 7, still pretty long. Double post has a lot of longer developing routes. We're going to try to read the field and get a first down here. He's wide open. Please hang on. He does, and he's going to get more. He's going to get more. He's going to get a lot more. He's going. Oh, he should have cut out to the sideline more. Wow, what a big play from the tight end Applegate. Wow, a little burst of interest. We have a halfback slam. I don't like all the running backs. I like these 4 wide receiver running plays. Usually keeps people out of the box. Gives the running back an opportunity to get some yards. And it does. We're going to get a nice gain of 6 on the play. Smash corners is out there. Those little mini curls don't do anything for me, so we're going to change that route. We're going to make sure to watch the safety for that. Look at, oh, I threw a bad pass. Yep. Oh, if I would have hit the button a little bit less, we would have been good. I'm going to trust the slip screen. Oddly enough, I'm going to trust this to their stars side over the outside zone, and they're playing it. We just need to get that one block. Get there. Oh, he's not going to get it, but we're going to hit spam the fuck out of Y to hurry up. Get to the line. We need a touchdown there. And we do. We're going to go for 2. And we're going to run a run play, which I don't really support, but so I don't have any input on this play. This just gets to be what it is, and we're not going to get it. Defense is able to hold them. We have 10 seconds left in the 3rd. We've lost our chances at a 2-score game. We do have a 3-score game on our hand where we can do something with it. Justin Lynch is going to get a couple. And this will take us to the half. We're going to call the RPO slant because we don't want to call that play. Hopefully they give us something different on this next down for this pitiful game at home against San Diego State. And a game we ultimately should win. Not really doing too bad in comparison for stats-wise. We had that pick 6 that really hurt us, which I'll take responsibility for it, but I still don't really think it was my fault. Kind of a fluke play there. We got a good route from the receiver there. He does step out, unfortunately, but we get a first down. I would love to get it to Pipkin on a streak route sooner or later, but I don't know if you are seeing who's on the field here. We're going to throw Jalen Johnson on a little route there to get up the field. I'm telling you, if he was just on the field, it would be. Doesn't the coach recognize? They're like, oh, when we put this particular guy on the field, we have a lot better plays, and I should have thrown that a little sooner. I just don't trust my players. I trust Jalen Johnson. He just doesn't get any time. Been putting the message through to the coach. We're going to get a gain of 2 here. And we have a PA. I should have picked a different play. We're not going to have time for this play to develop. We're going to just try to throw it as soon as we... Yeah, so we get sacked. I'm hitting Y to hurry it up, and we're going to get the hurry up. I don't know what play I picked. I picked a fucking run play. That's comical. Oh, my God. We get the ball right back. We don't have a long field to get here. I'd honestly prefer a little deeper shot with how much time's left, but I don't get to pick that. We got a lot of blockers in front. They're just, none of them are fast enough to get there. Nice little 7-yard gain. We're going to swap. Okay, so I just hit a play change, and it just moved the play over to the left. That's unbelievable. What are you doing? What is that? That's such bullshit. Like, oh, and a fullback dive. And it did it again.
The give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming
all right.
to keep him from getting the first down.
So we called. Wow, we have all tight ends on the field. We called a hurry up on 4th and 4 here. We're gonna see if we can just get a quick first down, and we can. We're going for it. We're not gonna win the game. We have PA all go, and so we've just lost all coach trust. That's pretty frustrating, isn't it? We can't call audibles. This play is either a sack or an interception. It just is. Just throw it away.
Under heat, he gets rid of it.
Medium rack gain plus 15.
He'll get rid
Okay.
of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down.
Wide open. And he throws the worst pass of all time.
Pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
So if you watch it back, X was wide open. Didn't pass lead or anything. We just
Nice job by the
tried to throw it to X across the middle on the open route, and he just sails the ball on a simple backyard football 5-yard pass and throws an interception. NAU Huskies fans are not happy. We have a 73% completion percentage and 215 passing yards. But unfortunately, that it's no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Defense, of course, is keeping us in the game at the end. Doesn't really do us any good now. We're going to have to probably go for the end zone here. I'm going to go to the running back on this play. Should be able to get a decent gain. All right, well, the defense shows out in the second half. The player of the game is a tackle, a sack, and the guy that picked off the pass for a touchdown. Player stats. Let's just take a look. 23 for 33, 222 sounds good, but not when there's 3 interceptions attached to it. Again, 1 clearly a fluke. We do level up, and that is that's gonna do it for this video. We get a little bit, we somehow get more coach trust. Like to just be able to have more control of the depth chart, and our injury risk doesn't even go down at all. So that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. I'm doing my best. I knew this was going to be a grind, but it's very much so being a grind. So, another video coming out soon. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.